Assalamu alaikum. This is me, RJ Muhammad Hasnain. The only way to be safe from the spreading of coronavirus is to stay at homes, avoid social gatherings, and stay in distance of 1 meter. And also wash your hands again and again. Thank you.
Hello friends, I would like to show you our school. This is our school signboard. Inside of our school, friends, this is a solar school. You can see our solar. This is all beautiful. You can see the flowers. It's a green school. We would like to show you the computer lab. Hello teacher. Yes, this is the computer lab. You can see all the kids are learning different programs. So, hello Isanda, what are you doing?
I'm learning typing properly.
Yes. What would you like to say about Taj family?
Long live Taj family.
Hello? Yes, what would you like to?
Thank you, Mama Line for seeds.
Yes, Mr. Hussain.
Mama Line, you are so kind.
Always support you and the Taj family, and we are proud to be working with you and also working under your leadership. Thank you so much.
Good morning, good morning, morning. Here we are. I'm waiting patiently for Fatima Aziz. We welcome you to Torch Environment. We have an amazing lineup. It's been the gift of knowing how many events we've done. We've done Torch Peace, we've done Torch Tech, which has been tremendously successful. We've done a lot with Torch Environment. The eco-inspired brand is really fun. We want to give you the blessing of how much the Torch family's been here. So we join you for this amazing journey. And we just want to give you the gifts of a little bit of experience with Torch. So Torch Tech itself was a couple of months ago. And every quarter we run a new event. And as we run this event, we invite you to stop for a few minutes and really start looking at what it will take for you in your life to drop in, to really be part of a moment of time with us. So we would love to share just a little bit. Hang on just 1 minute. I'm in the back office at the same time. Shawaz Loach is coming on with me, and Fatima and Mariam. And whenever you're ready, Mariam, please come. Mariam's in the back office with me. We just want to give this experience for the next few days of just amazing people that are going to really embrace the environment, but the environment is going to be embraced in a new way. The environment is embraced in the relationship to the three environments: nature, mental, and the ethereal, which for me is God. And as we move into the relationship of international speakers and environment, Mariam Aziz Chauhan is in the back office with us, and we welcome you to come with me. We're waiting for Shawaz Baloch. We're just going to have a dialogue on what does this mean. And then we're going to really open our ceremony with Julie Down at 10 o'clock with a meditation for us. So we're just kind of coming on and bringing you into this amazing next few days here. The Torch family does it well, and it's super fun to watch, and we laugh a lot and we enjoy. And if you'd like to have the stream to come in and have some conversation around environment, everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. So please know that we're welcoming you in all of the design of the next 4 days. So we will put our StreamYard up. So if you do want to enter in a couple hours, we'll have speakers, we'll have people, we'll have embracing so many different layers. The environment for me started when I was quite young. I really started being sick by environmental sources around me. And I had to get real with what that meant. And for me, it meant taking care of myself in a new way, not using chemicals in my home. And so when you start thinking about chemicals and you start thinking about what we naturally use around our home, there's no greater gift than using natural products. For me, my first child got sick. He had allergies, and I had to question why, right? I have to question why. Why did my son have allergies? There we are. Yay. Thank you. Are you here with us?
Hello.
Hi. Yay. I'm so glad you're
So,
here. Assalamu
here
alaikum.
in Pakistan, Assalamu alaikum everyone, and here in Pakistan it is night. So, good morning to American peoples or the European peoples who have the morning there. Good evening to all.
Beautiful.
So you were
Happy
telling about your
Yeah. My son had allergies, and I questioned it. I said, "Why is he screaming all night?" You know. And so we went through a rotation diet to begin with, and I found out how important food was. You know. But then I was scrubbing my tub one day with a thing called Ajax. I don't know if you have those scouring powders in Pakistan, but in Pakistan there are scouring powders, and I mean in the world, in America, excuse me, and the scouring powders are when I started getting sick, I started getting angry, I started getting this emotional chaos in me, and I found out it was this terrible thing called Ajax and chemicals. And so I got rid of all the chemicals in my house by the time I was 22, 23, and everything was gone. And so my first relationship to health was the environment. What is your environment? So I want to give a big shout out, to Mark Lund. He actually made the theme for our event. And this is a very exciting theme. So I just want to let you share a little bit about yourself. And let me get the theme going. Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, so my name is Mariam Aziz Chauhan, and I'm from Pakistan, Karachi. By profession, I'm an educationist, and in education, my domain is early childhood education. So I deal with the young kids. So what I feel is this is the high time to tell about environment and health and mental health to the kids. So that is why if they will learn at this age, so they would be able to be a good healthy and peaceful mind people in the future. So being an educationist, I feel that this is the very important to teach our kids about that, and this is really a very important topic because if they will practice from their early years, then they can have it more in their later life, and this will help them to grow as a good person, as a healthy person. So I have been a Torch member since last year, and it is really wonderful to work with Mama Lynn and the other team members. They always have so grateful event, a wonderful event, and that is really wonderful to have deliver the awareness about environment, about health, and about mental health as well. So and I'm really enjoying to be the part of this Torch family, and this is really wonderful experience. Last time we have done the same transmission on the Earth Day, and I was a part of that, I remember. So I enjoyed that conversation as well with Mama Lynn, and as much as I have heard and I have learned from the Torch family, they are doing really wonderful work. This is all the time Mama Lynn share her experiences about how she got connected with the healthy eating and organic environment. So I wish I could be a practicing person for that reason, for that thing. So we have a lot of things to share with you people, and we have wonderful guests with us. Time to time they will come to our live stream to share their experiences and their knowledge with all of you. Yes, Mama Lynn.
I love you. Mariam is the ultimate interviewer, and her success, and watching her be the professional that she is, I'm honored. I'm honored to have you with us through Torch Environment. She'll be on in the Pakistan night when it's daytime.
Yeah.
You know, it's night here in California. This will keep running the way it runs. And then when there's breaks, there'll be breaks. And we'll have meditation. You'll see us online. We'll stream. We might shut it down for a little bit. But Torch Environment theme this year is about the 3 environments. So I really want everybody to think about this. And I want you to think about it from a deep place. Mark Lund made the theme. He's from Brazil. He's a professor. He's a very amazing speaker, global entrepreneur. And he brings students to Amazon, and he brings students all over from a scholarly place to really teach about the old cultures of the Mayan tradition and the old cultures of the Amazon. So he knows a lot. He'll be speaking on Sunday at 3:00.
Wow. So we are going to learn a lot.
Yeah, he's been at Torch events now, Miriam, for quite a few times, and he's brilliant. So I asked him to make the theme this year. And he and I were on the exact same page because I believe environment, just like health, there's a much larger view when you look at environment. Our environment is around us. You know what makes it beautiful? Our environment is around internally. So our internal environment and then nature, and then this amazing environment with our relationship to the ethereal, which for me is God, right? Allah. So this ethereal world, this idea of nature and environment always feeds our soul. It's always introducing a deeper level to us. And as it introduces us to that deeper level, we change. We spiritually wake up in a different way. And I've seen so many posts of you going up into nature, and maybe you can share what that experience of your inner environment, how that changed you, how that brought a change, how that created a system change, because that's what Torch is about, right? The organization for realizing change in humanity. So we have 4 pillars: peace, health, environment, and tech. We run 4 events a year. We're trying to get 4-person teams in each town around the globe, in each village, to create a 4-system team that really can make a simple action for global change. We tend to talk about sustainability, but we don't act in sustainability. We don't sustain each other in our environment. We don't. We might give some food to the poor, or we might do this or that, but we don't make those simple actions to create a brand new change for the next generations. So this is what Torch is all about. I love the theme that Mark put together. I would love your experience on environment. I'm very much writing about this in my doctorate program. I'm writing about how environment influences our deeper senses, our deeper ethereal relationship to self, our deeper coordination within everyday life. Because it's just today that we have. Right now is the only moment Miriam and I have, right? And the experience of how she influences me or I influence her, we share this in our inner environment, because it will never leave us, right? It will never leave us, because this experience will be now. We don't remember a lot of this, but it does influence our thinking. It influences our relationship to self. It influences our deeper soul, our soul. So with that, I'm going to light the candle, and then I want you to share. Okay? So I told a little bit, but let's light the torch candle for the event. This will not go out, and we'll just keep lighting candles. We'll keep that lit for the whole event. And that inner light is what we ask, to light your inner light, to light up. Whoever comes onto this screen for the next 4 days, it's going to be so magical and so fun. And so we've had so many joys in our events. And it's not about anything more than making that inner environment change, that inner soul change that you can have through this event. So Miriam, give us your experience of what environment gives. Yeah.
Well, as far as when I travel around Pakistan, so the main thing is that traveling and interacting with the nature gives a mental peace and inner relaxation. And of course, when you talk about the peace, so when you go around the globe or you go around the countrysides, so you explore the culture, the people, the living style. So you accept the diversity, and this also gives you the encouragement to have inner peace, because you feel really love that the people give you, especially in Pakistan, when we talk about Pakistani culture. So traveling is really wonderful to explore about the people, to explore about the cultures, to explore about the nature. And I remember that when I was in the area of Sawat, and we were in the Yushu forest, so that was so amazing because it was my first time to explore the forest. Before that, I have never been there in the forest or in the woods. So I was really surprised to see that how my heart was feeling like to touch each tree and getting into deep breaths so that I can inhale, I can put on all the oxygen and the fresh air inside me, or the peace that is that can feel in the environment, that I can inhale all of that in myself. So that was a very wonderful experience for me to be in the woods. We had the camping there, and near the river side. So that was so amazing, the voice of the river, the sound of the water. So that was so amazing, that was so musical, that I feel that even though I was not doing any meditation, but I felt that that was a meditation, because this really gives a lot of relaxation. So what I suggest to other people as well, that do travel whenever you have time to interact with the nature. It's not all the time that you should spend a lot of money for traveling, but you can have economical travel, low cost, and you can go to those areas, those peaceful landscapes, beautiful landscapes, so that you can feel the nature, and you can fill in yourself, as Mama Lynn said, that to light your inner light. So I think that traveling is something really great, that opportunity, it's give a good opportunity to you to have this, to light this inner light in yourself. And what I have remember, that yes, once I went to the for the scuba diving. So that was also a wonderful experience, to go deep down in the ocean and explore the underneath the sea, the fishes, and the corals and the rocks deep inside the ocean. And that experience gives me that what actually the calmness is, and the silence is, because in the ocean you really do
Sorry,
not
I got
have any sound.
I entered the code, but he said the
So that
code
was
for enter your smart line is for
Sorry, we're waiting. I'm helping Fatima get on. Please excuse me.
yeah.
So Fatima is having trouble. We'll just bring. I'll ask her just to come in the normal way. You like Shawaz Baloch
Yeah,
is with
of course.
us. Shawaz Baloch, hello.
Hello.
Hi, you're
Hello.
live. You're streaming live. Do you know Miriam?
Yeah, Mariam, how are you?
I'm fine.
Great.
How are
It's a
you?
little hard. It's a little hard to hear, but I think it might be me. But I want to welcome you. Do you know each other?
I think so. We have seen each other live, but we didn't interact
Yes,
Okay.
before. Yeah.
Miriam, tell him who you
yeah,
are.
this,
So he knows. Tell him who you are, and then he'll share.
Okay, I'm an educationist, and I'm an interviewer, and I'm a torch member. And I'm from Karachi, Pakistan.
okay, that's great.
Shawaz
So,
That's great
Baloch.
to hear
yeah.
this.
Yeah. Shawaz
Yeah.
Baloch, share who you are to Miriam and to the audience?
Yeah, my name is Shahbaz Baloch. I'm a motivational speaker, social entrepreneur, and a philanthropist. And I'm also a coach and a mentor. And basically, I was a ex-combat pilot. And after that, I lost my sight, but not my vision, which I always say. And I am a gold medalist and president gold list from MS
Wow.
Project Management from Bay Area, and I have done my PhD from UK. I have done my MPhil from UK and social worship and coaching from Oxford University. In parallel, I have also won the Toastmasters International contest so many times. I'm also working with so many NGOs. My first is the Torch, which I'm here. This is I'm with them, the Torch family, and with the other organization in Pakistan, I'm working with Deaf Welfare and Qasim Ali Shah Foundation, one of the famous, and also doing establishing my own foundation nowadays with the name of SBF, Shahbaz Baloch Foundation, and hopefully you guys will see that in the near future. And presently, I do so many charity projects. In the present pandemic, in the present situation in Pakistan, I have been doing the ration drive project. That was a really success. Apart from that, I do poverty alleviation projects in Pakistan and the health, we look after education, health. And I have learned so many things from Lynn. I'm really lucky that I have got so many good mentors in my life, and she has been a really great help and support for me. And she has been looking after the all those goals of Torch Foundation, and I'm really lucky to be the part of this brilliant foundation and brilliant person. Her name is Lynn Chitek. So this is my small introduction. Over to you.
You're giving me a very silly. I'm just human like you, but Shahbaz Baloch and Miriam, and we welcome Fatima Aziz. She's our main Torch host for the whole event, and she's gonna rock our. She's just been doing such great work. So Fatima has joined us. We're gonna let Shahbaz Baloch share a little bit more, but we're gonna introduce Fatima. Fatima has been somebody in Pakistan like Shahbaz Baloch, like Miriam, that have been doing so much for the people of Pakistan. So I just want to welcome everyone here to our organization because, you know, Torch Environment, the theme this year is 3 environments. And Miriam was just sharing how just the water, the sound of the water when she goes into nature nurtured her. And that changed her inner environment. And so Shahbaz Baloch is going to be speaking about that inner environment change. And, you know, as you continue to build that relationship within yourself, I think you're going to see a lot throughout this event on how things change within us. And as I introduce Fatima, you know, Fatima and I have worked together. I got to meet Fatima where I was speaking in Karachi. And I was speaking on sustainable development goals at a professional business center in Karachi. And I was traveling around for the last 2 years speaking about health, environment, tech, and environment, and how those really make a change. And so when you spiritually make a change, when you emotionally make a change, when you create a deeper change, there's no greater person than what Fatima is doing. Fatima is making huge change. So she's developing so many skills and so many, she and I talked about putting things into action, right? So the Torch theme is simple, the mission is simple actions of global change. Fatima, you have done this, and we just want to honor you for what your action is. We want to honor you for what your deep, deep witness that I see in Pakistan of what you're doing for the children of Pakistan, for the people of Pakistan. and what you've really made an impact, including your niece, Barira. You know, you've been a huge influence on her and her impact, and your sister Kusar. So the family of the Aziz family, I just want to honor that and honor their mama. Their mom passed this year, so I just want to let's take 1 minute of silence for the Aziz family's mom. I think it's important to honor that because she's raised amazing people and she's brought forth amazing human beings into this beautiful earth. So that's my inner environment right now, and then we'll let Fatima introduce herself. But let's be with the ethereal relationship, because in Pakistan they call God Allah, and in the Muslim tradition, and her great influence on her children. You know, we have these human relationships. We all have human relationships, and we have things with our humanness. But then there's that greatness that, you know, somebody influenced all of you. And for me, it's the mother that birthed you, that brought you forth, and that comes from God. And so let's 1 minute for the Aziz. What was your mom's name? What was your mom's name?
Shabiran.
Yeah, let's take a minute. Let's the candle is lit. Let's all take a minute for that inner environment for all of us and for the Aziz family. Okay? Thank you so much. In the name of Allah, thank you. Thank you so much for bringing the gifts of your children, bringing the gifts of your love to this beautiful earth. Ameen.
Ameen.
Fatima, we love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for using such a amazing and encouraging word for me, my family, and my work. I'm really honored to be part of this amazing platform. I'm really honored to be the member of the Torch family. Thank you so much.
Fatima, you are.
Yeah.
There's an echo coming back. Not sure where the echo's. Shawaz Baloch, are you with me? Okay, I'm gonna go down and then go.
Okay. So Mama Lynn, back to the camera for a while. So Mariam, you can continue.
So first of all, I would like to say thanks to Mama Lynn that फातिमा अगर आप अपना माइक म्यूट कर देना आवाज. Okay, so first of all, I want to say thank you, Mama Lynn, to remember my mother and to have the prayer for her. So thank you so much for that peaceful words for her. So Shehbaz Baloch is with us, yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we just did a prayer for their mom, Shawaz Baloch. I'm glad you're back. Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
We can see you. Yes. So we're going to let you share for a few minutes. We're going to all go off stage for a minute. I can stay on with you, but I know you have some things to say before our 10 o'clock meditation. We're going to have our opening meditation for the Torch environment with Julie Down. And she'll be coming on for our opening meditation for the world, for the earth. And the theme, the three environments, I want everyone listening, please, to listen to understanding that the three environments that Mark Lund put together was nature, mental, or ethereal. And those three environments live within us. And Miriam and I talked about it. Fatima Aziz will be talking about it. we will live this for the next few days with Torch Environment. And Shawaz, you're welcome to come on anytime in the next 4 days and share more. So be welcome. You have the link. We might change the link. I'll make sure and send that to you, but let's let you have the stage for a few minutes, okay? Shawaz, are you with us? Shawaz Balot,
Okay.
can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Can you
You're going in and out.
hear me?
You're
Sorry
going
about
in
the
and out.
bad
You're-
internet.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
it's going in. We can hear you
I'm
now.
audible.
Your audio,
Okay, thank you very much, Lynn, again for inviting me on your platform and giving me some chance to talk. I'm okay. I'm coming again. Let me connect again.
okay,
Let me-
sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, we'll let him connect. Go ahead, Fatima. Share some things. Share what you're doing, Fatima.
Thank you so much. What should I share? Today I have done wonderful activities. As you know, the Ramadan is going on. All the institution is closed because of the celebration of Eid. But as you know, I'm working on the kitchen gardening project and also the saving the rainwater. So almost we done the so many tasks about regarding to these, and the work is going very well. Especially the student of the institute are very motivated, and they are become the part of my team, and they really want to do the work on the kitchen gardening, also the sorting garbage. The 3R project is because I am taking the awareness session in a couple of weeks of sometime after the couple of days. So Alhamdulillah, the people are joining me in my project. So I'm very happy.
That's so great.
That's so great.
I was so excited.
Yeah, and also we are starting the project of the to compose and to make the organic fertilizer. So the students are working. They are bring the kitchen garbage on the daily basis, and we are collecting them and putting on the pot and to making the organic fertilizer. It is firstly in that big and that big क्या कहते हैं उसे, that big canvas we are doing this experiment. Before it we do the in a small quantity and a small level, but now the so many students are including in this project, so that's why uh, that's why it take time, or let, let's happen what will happen. Let's see what will happen. I am doing only for the experimental basis.
It's amazing.
It's amazing what you're doing.
There's two
There's
computers.
2 computers.
There's Shawaz again. Let's see if we can
Let's
get
see
him.
if we can get him.
Thank you so much. I would love you to share your screen. Shawaz Baloch, you need to put your screen up. We can only see your chest. So before I bring you up on stage, bring it up to your face, the picture. Fatima, I want you to share your screen sometime during the event and share different pictures of what you're up to, because I think it's phenomenal. And same with you, Mariam. Share nature pictures throughout the whole thing. Let's just keep sharing. Like what gives us that inner change, right? I want it to be relaxed in the next few days. So when you come on, just remember that you can see different ways that we change. And if you want to be part of the stream, you're more than welcome to join us. So please feel free. I'll definitely create a banner for us to be able to have people come and join us. So here's Shawaz Baloch. No, he's not getting a clear picture. Sorry, guys. Go ahead, Miriam. Share a little bit. Let's see if we can get him on.
So yes, in this spring season, we also had done a plant seeding activity at a school. We had a very wonderful experience with the kids, and kids were so happy. They did pot painting, and then they saw the seed, and then they observed how the plant grow, and they learned how to water and how to look after that. And then they also observed the insects, because in the spring season we have a lot of insects around us. So we took them to the garden, and they explored what kind of insects there, and they're really happy to see that the ants, the butterflies, the grasshoppers, the bugs, and they really enjoyed it. And this really was a great experience, that they interacted the nature that closely. And I really appreciate that parents really did a great part in that, because whatever we did at school, they practiced the same thing at their home. So that was really appreciating, because this will give the more practice and more learning, more practice and more learning. So
Okay.
what I believe is, yeah, Shehwaz with us.
Shawaz?
Yeah, Shehwaz, we can hear you.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
we can hear you.
Okay, sorry, actually, for the poor connection we have today. Sorry for the poor connection. So, thank you very much, Lynn, and everybody for coming, giving me this opportunity. Today, actually, we are going to talk about three things. And the first thing is that the internal environment, the second is external, and your relation with God Almighty, Allah. So, I'm actually, I will put some light on this part, that is the internal environment. For me, all these three are very important, but this one is, I think, the foundation. Those other other part of discussion which we are going to do. But I will put some more light on this part, the internal environment. You see, internal environment relates to our internal motivation and internal emotions actually. And I will immediately relate it with our internal, our intelligence actually. Now, what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is basically managing your own emotions and also managing the emotions of others, the people with whom you actually interact. Now, why it is important? Why actually important to be emotionally intelligent? You see, there are different type of intelligence which are in the nowadays we could hear about. Initially, there was a traditional IQ intelligence quotation level, and in IQ, what you do is that you basically want to do able to solve the maths, remember the things, etc., related to more to your profession. And if we talk about quotient, this is basically the measure how you are able to control your, manage your own emotions, and how you are able to manage the emotions of others. So if I will give the reference of Dale Coleman, a very and psychologist, emotional intelligence. There are basically four categories of, we will divide this emotional intelligence into four categories. The first category is the self-awareness. You have to know why your emotions are coming, happiness, sadness, anger, etc., etc. The second category is that your self-management. After self-awareness, you have to manage your own emotions and also emotions of others with whom you are basically having interaction or having relationships. Now, coming to third thing, the third category, which is important, which Daniel Coleman has emphasized, empathy. You know empathy? What is empathy? Empathy is the ability to think in the socks of others, that what they are thinking, if you would have been in their place, what would have been your feelings about the situation, about the environment. And the fourth, ability to 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 connect, to you basically blend all these three categories and able to manage your relationship with the others. You see, now you'll be able to at least understand that what emotional intelligence is. Emotional intelligence is basically making peace, making peace. Now, other now in nowadays, the new things. What is social intelligence? Is this? I will say that the second part, the second step of emotional intelligence is the social intelligence. Social intelligence means that how you are able to make a network of friends with your emotional intelligence, and you are able to sustain that network in the longer term. Things, emotional and social intelligence are related to each other. Term known as the adversity intelligence. Now, why it is important? You must be thinking that I'm emphasizing on adversity intelligence because I am the biggest example of adversity intelligence. But before that, I want to tell you about that what adversity intelligence is. This is very important to know. The basic definition of adversity intelligence is that the ability of your life, the ability, the problems of your life is known as adversity intelligence. Now, there is a very research which says, now coming back to emotional intelligence, then I'll put some light on adversity intelligence. There's a research which says that the men are really good at the first two category of the emotional intelligence, which I told you. The first is the self-awareness, and the second is the self-management. And guess what? Women are really good at empathy and also maintaining the research which has taken place in the schools. At the school level of emotional intelligence has introduced with this program were having very good results in the terms of discipline, in the terms the students, the beautiful 10% increase in their academic results, and in 20% of their disruptions and discipline cases. So in this manner, we can understand the importance of emotional intelligence. And if two people are having, if a person is having IQ, high IQ, but low EQ and SQ, it means that it is not that he'll be able to succeed in his life. I can understand that IQ is important, but this is one of the component of a person of his life that make him successful. To become overall successful in your life, we need to understand that the importance of EQ, SQ, and adversity quotient. Now, why I'm talking about adversity quotient? Because I myself is a very good example of this quotient, because whenever I face the challenges in my life, I go through from these challenges. Just because of which thing? just because of high AQ levels. There are people who face the challenges. We have seen so many examples in Japan. Those were people who do suicides. Actually, they are having the low AQ level. So we need to understand why all important quotients are important in order to make your internal environment strong. If you want to be strong internal environment.
I think we're going to have to get him back because this is a great topic. Yeah, you're on mute, Miriam. Julie's going to be coming on. I'll text him. No, we're waiting for Julie down for our opening meditation. But what he's talking about?
Yeah, he was talking about emotional intelligence, and that is really needed in this stressful environment, so that we can have a happy life, and we can have a sense of success and sense of accomplishment, a sense of compassion. So I also believe this, that emotional intelligence is very, very much important. So Shahbaz is again here, so we can have him again. Yes, Shahbaz.
Yeah, Shawaz, can you hear us? You're going
sorry.
in and out.
So
we really want to hear you.
Yes, I can. I will just conclude my discussion. Now, I was talking about the adversity quotient and why it is related to our internal environment, how it is connected. The basis of this adversity quotient, in my opinion, is the emotional quotient and the adversity quotient. When all these quotients blend together, you will be having a strong internal environment. And this strong internal environment will be triggering your intrinsic motivation. When intrinsic motivation, you will be having intrinsic motivation. In this manner, you will be able to be having, excuse me, you will be able to have this extrinsic and extrinsic motivation. If you are not motivated in your life, if you're not having a strong internal environment, you just give me this answer that how you will be able to contribute in the external environment. And if you're not able to contribute in the external environment, then how you will be able to connect with God Almighty. So I hope in this you must be understanding the philosophy of internal environment from my lens, through my lens. And what I try to do was to make you understand my perspective and my point of view on the external environment. So thank you very much. Over to you, Len. I hope you got my message and my point of view.
Yeah, I just heard from Julie. She's going to have to come on tomorrow. So we've got more time if you want to stay with us. Mian Atik, the digital Pakistan, is coming on. He's a digital Pakistan senator. So he's going to be coming on, I believe. Fatima was in charge of the schedule. So I'm just working on this and everybody is here. But I would love to talk a little bit more, if you're open, Shawaz, on, I love this idea because I've been reading this book about high states. And the gentleman writes about low states and high states and how our consciousness is all about that truth, how close we get to our own inner truth, and that inner world, that inner idea for me comes from so many different forms. And before you came on, I was talking to Miriam about this relationship to how nature transforms us, people transform us. Like you just transformed us. You just catapulted us into this other thought, right? And so for me, this is exciting about the emotional intelligence, because it brings us to that idea that our own inner emotional intelligence transformed by environment, right? all the time. Can you hear me, Shawaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really true.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's just
Yeah.
have a
I think,
dialogue.
yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yes.
Go ahead, Shawaz.
Yeah. You see, it's all about this is also related to your self beliefs and your actually the culture in which you are living. You see, that matters a lot. And you see, the research says that these traits of emotional intelligence at the young age, that there are fair chances that when you grow up, you can grow up as a very strong person who can, well, happiness and you see what is the root cause of all the social relationship. What are the root causes is we need to understand one point over here is that the root causes of all the bad relationship, and in any kind of relationship, if it is a husband and wife relationship, it's a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, it's a mom and dad relationship, or it's the father and son and mom relationship. One thing's really important we need to understand is that we have to control the emotions of our own first. If we are not able to, you see, the what is the deliverable of an emotion? It's the action, it's the function. We need to understand when we are angry, what we are going to do. If you are a very strong person with strong emotional intelligence, you will just say calm, okay, take a breath, and just relax. What you will do? You can do anything. You can break a glass. You can do a suicide. So you see, in an external environment, a very good environment, we need to understand this thing, that single bit as a human, bit by bit, we have to build our own self first. In this manner, we'll be able to give something to the external environment. So this was my point. Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Fatima Aziz just came back up. Welcome back, Fatima. I think some of the conversation, Shawaz Baloch, was difficult to get because you were in and out with your internet. But I think, Mariam, do you want to share a little bit what you heard?
Yeah. So I really believe on this emotional intelligence, as he talked about the relationships. So it is really also important for the teacher-student relationship, because I'm more into that subject. And this should be learned at the school time as well. It's not about uh, it is the responsibility only of the parent to have this emotional intelligence for their kids, but it is also a responsibility of a teacher to talk about it in their classroom, so that the children can know about it, how to learn the expressions, how to overcome their emotions, and how they can be more into the controlling their emotion, and how they can more smartly use their emotion to have to grow their social skills, because social development and emotional development goes hand to hand. So if you're emotionally smart, you can have a very good social interaction and successful social life around you. So this is what I believe. And yes, if you are really smart at your emotions, you can have a inner peace in you, because our emotions actually give us disturbance in us. And as you said, that the environment really transform our emotions, because if you're living in a very stressful environment, of course, how much it's not the matter that how much you're intelligent at your emotions, it really impact and it really transform you. And if you are really much into the nature, and if you are much into the peaceful environment, then of course you can feel this peacefulness in your soul, in you, and this can help you to be emotionally intelligent.
Definitely. I'm not sure why the clicking is going back and forth, back and forth. I don't know
So
what's
let me
happening.
check it.
Yeah, very. We're having technology folks. So Julie Down is coming tomorrow for meditation. She made the shift. Yeah.
But the digital senator is coming.
Is he coming?
Wow.
Yeah.
You know
It
what
will be my
time?
first time to interact with him.
Excellent. So why don't you
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we have to start this over. Here he is. Excellent. Here he is. Welcome, Senator. Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam, कैसे हैं?
Yeah, we're
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
technical issue. We welcome
Sorry?
you to the stage. We're having a little technical. We need your assistance.
Yeah,
So-
please tell me what can I do for you?
No, we're good. We're good. We welcome you. This is Mariam Aziz Chauhan and Fatima, you know.
Yeah.
They've been in the Torch family a long time. Welcome back as the Torch. We welcome you back as a co-partner of Torch and a collaborator of Torch. Our environment today, we're really looking at the theme is about nature of environment, the mental relationship to the environment, and the ethereal, which is for me is God or Allah. So those three areas are what our theme is. And our computer keeps clicking, so I'm not sure what's happening here. We're looking at it, so we'll try to shut down some of the chats, and I think that will help. I'm not sure what happens here, but welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
How are you saying to me?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, yes. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me on this August platform. And I really appreciate all the activities, your feelings, your efforts of Sister Leen at your part, and as well as your organization, all your team, what you are doing for the environment, and especially for the betterment of the coming generation and the people who are living now. And that is not only for the developed world, but if we talk about for everybody who is living on this planet, and especially for my nation, for my country, for the people who are living here in the remote areas, your efforts, the efforts of your team, the work of your team is really remarkable. So I'll start with this.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to share how much Fatima and her family is doing in Karachi. They're doing tremendous amount. We've been working together on some of the garbage issues in Pakistan, and Fatima's put so many systems in place, and Mariam as well, and Bari Ras. So the Aziz family is huge. So I want to honor them in Pakistan, and I hope you really give a shout out. We just did a prayer. Their mom passed this year, so we just did a prayer for their mom. But they really took the torch to Pakistan and really grew it. And Shawaz Baloch was just on. He's done tremendous work also in Lahore. So he spoke about emotional intelligence and how much as a community, you know, if we build community together, we can do a lot together. We can't do it alone, you know. We have to build it together. And the torch theme is simple actions for global change. So the 4 pillars, peace, health, environment, and tech, if you build these 4-person teams in schools, in the local areas, in the local regions, you can get a lot more done than just talking about sustainability, right? You have to act. Talking is not helping sustain the people. But Fatima, share with Mian Aziz what you've been doing, because I think he needs to know. You have been tremendous. And also Mariam, please.
Over to Fatma. Fatma, आप बोलिए.
एक minute. Thank you so much, Mama Lynn. As a digital center, very first I would say thanks to Mr. Digital Senator. He is the first digital senator of the world, and it's really a great honor for Pakistani nation. And he is definitely using the technology in the perfectly and smartly. So
That's the reason. That's the reason I'm sitting 24 in the Senate.
Yeah, that's great. And I really want to say that you are creating the very real picture of Pakistan in front of the world. And what is my contribution regarding to the environment, to create into quality education, sustainability, and health? I'm creating the awareness in my community. I'm as a social activist. I'm taking the awareness session to empower the women and those women and those students who is not continue their education. So I motivate them to continue their education and skill up. So I am starting 2 projects in my community. First is the kitchen gardening. It was my initiate in my for the community. This thing actually I planned for my student when and the COVID is not there, but the COVID is here, so all things are closed. So I changed this activity towards community action plan, and I did